Hello everybody and welcome back to more Kickstarter crap. Today the piece of crap that we're looking at is called Girls and Games Calendar. And so far, it sounds pretty good. I like girls, I like games. I don't like calendars, but at least you got the girls and the games part of it. What could possibly go wrong?
A little bit about us is that I'm an entrepreneur at heart. I've been running businesses since I was 7 years old, selling cards to my neighborhood friends, and running lemonade stands. Now I run multiple businesses and I'm working on various projects, such as this one right now.
I currently run my own photography business, where we specialize in senior pictures, weddings, and just any other freelance opportunity you can think of. I will be the photographer for this calendar.
So the idea for the gaming calendar came to me when I was with two of my friends, Mernell and Cressa, and we were talking about female gamers and how they're not appreciated in our community. So I decided to dedicate this calendar to spotlighting female gamers.
Okay guys, so just a few things to know before I get started. I want to let you guys know that I probably won't be able to scratch the, sexualization of women itch that you may have, because I am not entirely well versed on the subject, and I think there's a lot of manufactured outrage out there. So if you watch this video in full context, you'll realize that it's basically business as usual. You have a couple of college-age dudes who want to take pictures of, scantily clad women in their studio apartment. They don't. I don't know why I say studio apartment. It's just a word. I like to use words that I've heard before. First things first, Jared. Jared, you blow my fucking mind. Jared, you are psychotic to me. Go, Jared. Go, Jared. What I mean by your psychosis, by calling you psychotic, is that you say that you've always run businesses since you were 7 years old. And I read your little bio on Kickstarter. It said that you didn't have enough money to buy Yu-Gi-Oh cards, so you sold your homemade cards. Let me first start off by saying, bullshit. You didn't sell any goddamn Yu-Gi-Oh homemade cards to anyone. You didn't sell it to school friends. You didn't sell it to neighbors. Maybe some neighbors who felt bad for you. But this is going to a more central point between bullshit and truth. Number one, I don't know why I'm saying number one. I like to say words like I said before. Number one, I did the same sort of shit when I was a kid. I would go on the beach and collect rocks, which I think is probably a crime, but either way, collected rocks, collected seashells, would take them back home to my grandparents' house. I didn't live in my grandparents' house. I don't know why I call it home. I went there occasionally, and I would set up a little shitty stool with some rocks and seashells on it, and I would say, please help me buy some seashell, $2 for one seashell. That's the sort of retardation I'm talking about. That's what I would do, and that's what many kids do as a child. The less retarded option is, the lemonade stand. That's all fine and well. But I would classify this as a childish little endeavor. I wouldn't say that it's a business. What the fucking fuck? That is not a business. You make it sound like you are a child prodigy. You're not a child prodigy. You did childish shit, and you're building it up now that you have someone to pitch to. I get it, you're pitch master general. What did he call it when he was a kid and he shit his pants? Did he say that he was taking ownership of the Cleveland Browns? Yeah, that's a lovely way of saying it. Yeah, when I was 7, I didn't wet the bed. I liquidated some assets. Didn't wet the bed, I liquidated assets. That's the kind of shit you can expect from guys like Jared. They're a couple of entrepreneurs that want to make some money, and they want to also check out hot babes.
Oh, I love playing World of Warcraft. It's so much fun on my laptop.
Oh, dude, check this out. Oh, that's sick. Buxom babes. That's a word I don't often get to use, buxom. I should start using that more often. It might have a different meaning now that I think about it. Don't know if I cleared that definition up with myself lately. Gonna have to go back and check that out. Anyway, guys, what else do I have to say about Girls and Games calendar? The thing was, I was looking through it. It's got 14 backers, so clearly it's got more backers than a lot of projects I cover. So clearly I'm not totally, retarded for thinking that some people support this and think it's a good idea. Guys like girls. Straight guys, at least. It's not bad or it's good. It just is. That is what it is. I'm not saying that women should be sexualized or shouldn't be. I'm just saying that there is the market for it, so it makes sense that they would do it. So it was pointed out to me on Twitter that there is such a thing as a gaming community. This wasn't necessarily a surprise to me, but I thought it was interesting it be pointed out. Because I don't consider myself part of the gaming community. But then again, I do play games. I certainly don't consider myself part of the porn community, but I do partake in a bit every now and again. And it kind of bothered me that people were so concerned about integrating people into the gaming community. And I thought it was bizarre and downright stupid to be so concerned with communities. I don't feel like there is an issue. I like to deal with people on a person-to-person basis. So, if I live my life that way, there's never a disappointment. There's never any... in fact, I would say it's a very modular way of networking. I don't belong to communities. I don't. I interact with people on a person-to-person basis, so if I like someone, I will stay in contact with them, I will communicate with them, and, our opinions of things may differ, but generally speaking, I'm not going to have some overarching nebulous thought of, oh, the gaming community underappreciates women. I'm not going to think that because, generally speaking, from all the people I interact with, and even from YouTube comments that I see, I think it's fairly safe to say that all the people I interact with don't underappreciate women. Alright guys, that's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I know that I get very much off topic, but it's one of those things. I feel like I'm really stuck in a shitty place because I want to refer to my notes. In fact, I basically write a script for myself, and I want to read it, but I don't have a teleprompter. I'm not going to read off my computer because it's foolhardy, quite frankly, and I want to seem a little bit more off the cuff. So I try to be more off the cuff. Every once in a while I'll glance over, but it's tough for me because I feel like sometimes I write some dope lines and a lot of them get missed because I try to go more off the cuff and just rant. But anyway, that's my rant about my rants. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Remember to tune in next time when I ingraciously engrave my eggs. It's also nucleic acid in an artificial genetic polymer invented by Albert Eschenmoser. DNA is a backbone structure composed of repeating those sugars linked together by photodiester bonds like DNA or RNA. DNA can store genetic information in strings of nucleotide sequences.